What's up, friends? So I took a few books out of my personal collection here. I've got a lot more that I'd like to suggest to you, and I'd like to talk about these books because there's some certain points that I took out of them, but I'm just going to do some suggestions right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One's an all-time. I'll leave the last one as one of my all-time favorites, but these are some impactful books that I know are going to help you this year. So I got one for you right now. This was recommended by our great owner at Milestone Title Services and was given to me as a gift. This is called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I highly suggest that you read this if financial security is something that you're interested in for this year. I think all of us could use a little financial security in this great economy that we have. But this really, and it says here, mastering the inner game of wealth. If you're starting to get the idea, I'm all about the inner right now. And this is going to really, if you think you've read books about, success and prosperity and whatnot, you need this book. This one is really going to help you identify your personal money and success blueprint. And it might get you hit to some things that you might have not thought about. Maybe some internal struggles that you have when it comes to money that might be holding you back, whether you're working super hard or you got the biggest goals or you're just not finding that financial success. This book is going to get some things out of your way. So this is a highly recommended Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. There are plenty of people who might not be on this video right now that would say, yes, you got to get this one. So big, huge book, T. Harv Eker. You're going to love it. First suggestion. Second one, what did I do here? Something happened. Anyway, second book is going to be the 10X Rule. This one's huge. This is by my man in sales extraordinaire, Grant Cardone, based out of Miami, Florida. The 10X Rule is a great book that I recommend if you haven't already read it. This was written back in 2010, released in, I believe, 2011. So a lot of you might have already read this one, but this is the 10X Rule, the only difference between success and failure. This is a good one. This is what a lot of people credit to their big goals and how they're moving forward with their businesses and whatnot. And I think it's one of his best books. It definitely captures the essence of what Grant Cardone's all about and what sales is about and what goal setting is all about and effort. This one's huge. Get this one. It's not that thick. You can do it. I highly recommend this one. So Secrets of the Millionaire Mind so far. Second suggestion, the 10X Rule. This is a big one. You probably don't know about this one. This one's called the Willpower Instinct. I used to think that willpower was just something we had and we had reserves of it and we could pretty much have willpower whenever we needed it. But what I learned through this book by Kelly McGonigal was that willpower is more of a muscle than anything. And just like muscle, you can overexert it and then not have much strength left. So Willpower Instinct really tells you and breaks down what willpower is all about. You've heard the word thrown around a lot. Learn what it's really about, backed by science by this PhD awesome author, Kelly McGonigal, The Willpower Effect. I think you're going to learn about more about what willpower actually is and that it's more something that can be looked at just like a muscle. So check that book out too, The Willpower Instinct. You're going to love that one. So that's number 3. I got 2 more for you. This one's huge. Eckhart Tolle. I don't know if you ran across this guy. He's kind of a strange little cat and he's really laid back. And I wasn't sure about him at first, but I got to tell you, this book will transform your thinking. And if you've heard the word ego, I used to think that the ego was something we had when we were really uppity and we were really like into ourselves, or we were walking into a place and thought that we were the shit. That's what I thought the ego was. That's not what the ego is. But this is huge. This is a book that was circulating in a lot of circles that I run in, and it's huge. It's a good book. I'm not going to tell you much about it, but it is this guide to spiritual enlightenment, and if that intrigues you at all, you need to read this book. Or maybe you just, if you've come across it and just haven't taken the time to read it, 2020 is the year to understand the power of now. Hey, look at it. Look at this. Look at this. Say hi. Do you like reading? What's your favorite book? We're giving book suggestions. What's your favorite book?
Peculiar.
Which one?
Peculiar.
Peculiar? Oh, a word you just made up. Okay. Well, Peculiar. If you can find that one out there, get that one on Audible, Kindle, or buy a physical book. Now, this one is an all-time great. I could have picked a lot of books. I've got some great books, and I'll do some more book suggestions. But this one is an all-time great, and I think it should be required reading for all of humanity. It's truly one of the greatest books of our time, and this transcends marketing, sales. This is life, and this is an amazing, enduring work of surviving life. And this is by Viktor Frankl. It's Man's Search for Meaning. You could burn all these books, and these are huge. These are life-changing books, but you could burn them all to make sure that you read this book. I highly, highly want you to understand my emphasis on picking up this book. Again, it's not too big. It's not a novel. It's not a series. But this book right here, this has done more to contribute to psychological thought in the last 50 years than any other book out there. And I highly recommend that you read the book from Viktor Frankl, who is a Auschwitz survivor of the Holocaust, and read it. It's huge. I won't tell you any more than that, but just know my sincerity when I tell you that this is an important book for you to get in your brain. So I highly recommend these. I'll just go over them real quick. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Don't skip this book. This is going to really help you have some breakthroughs with your financial success. The Power of Now. That's going to help you with spiritual enlightenment and understanding the power of this very moment that we have right here. The Willpower Instinct, understanding that this is a muscle, that this is Kelly McGonigal, PhD. She's going to show you what real willpower is really about. Again, a book that you should definitely pick up. And the 10X Rule. If you're in real estate, sales, you're trying to make goals happen, I don't care what you're doing, the 10X Rule will help you make those come to fruition. And last but not least, one of the most powerful books of all time, Man's Search for Meaning. So that's it. That's my little Friday night book review. I hope you guys have a great one, and I'll see you soon.